Welcome, everybody. 49er George here, producing another game of Friday Night Matchup here at the Big House. We got Sausages in Oklahoma State visiting the Wolverines. In the booth with me is Revamp TV, defending NWO champion. Welcome. And also we got on the sideline, if need be, 9 Lou. But Revamp, thanks for being here, man.
Appreciate being here with you, pimp.
Yeah, man. Thank you. I saw the coin toss Revamp, and it was won, I believe, by Oklahoma State, and I think they're going to be. I could be wrong on that, Revamp. I don't know if you caught the coin toss, but we got Oklahoma State receiving the ball here, coming in, bringing it out, bringing it all the way past the 30. Pretty good return here. Shetron gets a 36-yard return from the goal line. Now they're at the 33.
Yeah, that was a good return for sure. I mean, anytime you can get a good start past the 25, that's always a good look right there. Shetron, that's a player you got to keep your eye on.
Yeah, so Oklahoma State's going to come out here on the left hash mark. Beautiful, beautiful, outstanding weather. We got trips to the right and pistol formation with the halfback directly behind. But that's going to be a quick strike out there to the right to John Paul Richardson. They call him the Pope, but he's not able to get any yards there. How come, Revamp?
Yeah, it looks like it was cover 2 defense. The corner stayed home, stayed low, and that outside corner was able to break off that blocker and make a great tackle.
Crowd and drums really loving what they saw from that first play from scrimmage after the good return by the Oklahoma State Cowboys. But from the right hash this time, impact player earned his star, Rangel, across the middle, across the 50. That's Brennan Presley, probably the best receiver for the Cowboys, looking extra crispy with the white helmets today. And 1st and 10.
Yeah, great catch right there. Great read. A little bit of an opening by Michigan in the middle, and Oklahoma State took advantage of it and moved the chains.
Yeah, 2 passes, 1 for no yardage, 1 for a big gainer. Once again from the right hash. 4 wideouts. You see motion from left to right, but it's going to be an out route right at the sticks, and that's Presley again with his second catch, second first down on the day, all the way up to the 38.
Yeah, great timing route, great throw right there. Presley, like you said, once again, that's a guy that Michigan doesn't want to see get out of hand, start getting too many looks,
Yeah, and you said cover 2 earlier. We'll see if they stick with the coverage plan or if they get some pressure on the quarterback. You got a tight end to the left, and there's going to be a handoff to the left. He's cutting it to the inside, and a spin move, breaking a tackle. But number 29 is able to bring him down. Jaden Nixon with a 7-yard carry.
That was disgusting, and if he would have somehow been able to get out there, get a block, that would have been pandemonium. This whole stadium would have got real quiet. That's all I can say.
Yeah, but that orange section over there, they got 3. They give them 3 sections up there, way top, and then they separate the baller VIP near the field right there with the 4th section. They would have went absolutely fucking nuts. You got twins right, and then you got one new moving out of the backfield. This is a keeper. Rangel showing his athleticism. Gets inside the red zone, slides down safely without taking a hit.
Great read by the quarterback right there, Rangel. Had a way to hold on to it, too. He didn't pitch it, even though most of the time you see that guy out there. Michigan guy sat right in between, and he picked up the extra yards.
So right away, Michigan defense getting threatened right here. Oklahoma State, number 16 team in the nation. Got some momentum and control at this point right now. Not really on their heels at all. And he's got blockers in space. That's Nixon once again. Has the edge, and he's going to get tackled, but he's in the pay dirt. 19-yard TD run to the outside.
Yeah, that man is fast, and once he gets going, I don't know if anybody on this Michigan defense can catch him.
What a beautifully designed play to run to the field side and use all that open space. And had those blockers in front of them, and they showed some speed for getting out and around the corner, picking up some key crucial blocks outside. And just like that, Oklahoma State opens up with a 7-point lead on their opening possession. But they're going to kick it now to Michigan. And good thing the Oklahoma State Cowboy kicker has a good, strong leg. And Michigan's return game not able to get anything there. They'll set up shop offensively for the first time today. The Wolverines at the 25 being led by McCarthy.
Yeah, McCarthy, that's the big dog in town. Also keep your eye on Roman Wilson and Blake. Oh, what? Blake Corum?
Yes, Blake Corum. He's quads to the right now in the backfield. Going to take the handoff right here. No, it's a fake. McCarthy keeping it. If he could get that block, he has some space.
Ooh.
Breaks a tackle, but another defender slips off of his block. Good job by the Cowboys there to get McCarthy on the ground. That could have went for a lot more, as most of those blocks were sealed extremely well, Revamp.
Yeah, all those blocks were sealed up. If you could have got just that one more guy blocked up right there, I mean, he might have been going all the way.
So you got more of a pro style here, but yet it's in pistol. Tight end and a fullback. Corum now following his blocks, going up the middle, and Blake Corum with a 7-yard rush right there.
Fullback probably made the block of the play right there. He was able to stop the guy that was coming in behind that would have stopped all of that from even happening. And then Corum just did the rest.
Nice backside. Got to take care of the backside.
Yeah.
And
Fullback
Corum.
came,
Yeah, that's it.
fullback came and gobbled him up, swallowed it.
Yeah, he doesn't get many reps, but when he's on the field and he can do that, Shea Jr. right there in that sniffer position, he's going to take on his block. And Corum was one guy away from popping that one, Revamp. 8-yard rush, though, moves the sticks, now approaching midfield.
Yeah, it's a scary sight to see these Michigan Wolverines front. I mean, they're all big, they're all strong, they're all agile, they're all making their blocks. It's like Corum doesn't even need to do anything. He's just hitting the hole and running.
5 wides, empty backfield right here. McCarthy out of shotgun, man in motion from right to left.
Ooh.
And the Cowboy defense puts McCarthy on the ground on his first pass attempt.
Yeah, pass rush got there real quick. That user coverage on the left side of the field might have been the main component for all that. Kind of stopped up, I think, the main offensive threat. And then after that, McCarthy was kind of just stuck in the water.
Trips bunch left. Shotgun. Hand off to Corum. Looking for off tackle. Able to weave his way, find his blocks, and get a big first down. 19-yard rush all the way up to the 29.
Yeah, Corum just weaving and bobbing. And then shout out number 77. Hanging around Corum the whole time. Got a block there late up the field. Big boy. Good Lord. A big old boy.
Tight end and fullback left. Corum and pistol directly behind McCarthy. 2 wideouts to the right from the right hash. McCarthy drops back 3.
Ow.
And immediate pressure stops him. He was in the throwing motion, but they're going to say it's incomplete.
Yeah, that pressure is coming in hot right now for Oklahoma State.
Couple negative plays, but fixed by the Michigan run game. Passing game not getting started yet. From the right hash, we got Corum and Shea in the backfield with McCarthy, who's in shotgun. Wilson in motion. Now he's in the backfield as well. And it's going to be a counter run to Wilson, and he's going to get tackled immediately after only a 1-yard pickup. And he's laying down on the ground, Revamp. He might be hurt.
That is not what anybody wants to see right there, especially grabbing at his collarbone area. Hopefully it's just like a strained shoulder or something.
What kind of loss could that be for Michigan today?
Oh, that's tragic. That might be one of their biggest losses. That takes away a lot of the threat from the pass game.
Empty set. McCarthy dropping way back here. 7-step drop. Finding Anthony across the middle. And that's going to be incomplete as the Cowboys rip it out of his hands. It looked like he had it secured.
Yeah, and that right there that's unfortunate because your big boy, your big star, the leader of your wide receiver group just went down. Somebody has to step up, and it's your time to make your play, and you didn't come down with it.
Huge leg on Moody here, and he kicks it true in the uprights. But we're going to go down to the field right now and get an injury report from 9 Lou.
Yeah, I think Corum is a little shook up. I'm not sure how Michigan is going to react here, but he's in the tent, and we'll get an update and get back to you as soon as we can.
Appreciate that, 9 Lou. So the return goes out to the 25 here, and Oklahoma State's going to have their second possession of the game. There's just a bunch of mayhem here, Lou, Revamp. I think 9 Lou was giving us a report on Wilson. That's probably the player that.
I think you got the name mixed up.
Yeah. So, this game's pretty wild. Usually we see Michigan come in and have a passing game that is ultra efficient. The ball doesn't usually hit the ground in practice, but Oklahoma State able to get 7 out on their opening possession and maybe possibly stretch the lead even further here. Rangel with the fake quarterback keeper here. The read option goes. It's actually Stephen Rice.
Yeah. I did not see him come in.
I don't know if that's a formation sub or if that's
gotta be
a certain package for him. But Stephen Rice, this is my third Oklahoma State football game that I've called this season, and I don't remember calling Stephen Rice's name much up to this point. I'm looking at my notes here.
I saw Stephen Rice, I want to say 2 or 3 times in our game, maybe 3 times. I think he ran twice and threw it once.
You got an empty set here and a quick strike. I think that's the Pope once again, John Paul Richardson. Good tackle by the Wolverines right there, limiting to just 3 yards.
Yeah, that is key. That is major. If you can stop those bubble screens, that'll help you so much just to kind of alleviate from some of that outward pressure.
If we're talking just percentage-wise, most third downs in the NWO are pretty massive. But this one feels like a big one, Revamp. We got trips to the left, tight end right, shotgun for Rangel, making an adjustment left, 3 down linemen for the Wolverines, and they're going to give a dive right up the middle, and Jaden Daniels going to weave his way to 6 yards first down.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels doing what he does best, finding the hole, exploding through it, weaving and bobbing, but he did get cracked at the end of that one.
Correction, Jaden Dixon, my fault, Revamp.
Well, I want to see Jaden Daniels get cracked too.
Yeah, I'm all about that life. Yeah. Early and often, please. Yeah. We got tight end. We got a handoff. No, it's a keeper. Rangel with an incredible move. Incredible move. He's still on his feet. He's past the sticks. Moten has to push him out of bounds, but he still doesn't. No, that's Rice once again. That's why we're seeing him in. This has been a shift here for the Cowboys offense, Revamp. The athletic legs of Rice is being featured here, and the crowd is stunned as well as we are.
Well, I was stunned because I was like, when the hell did Rangel be able to?
Yeah, that's what but that's Rangel right there, number 15. Star under his shoes. Handoff to Dixon. No, Nixon. I got to get used to that name.
Oh, no.
He's hurt.
Yeah, man. It looks like Nixon went down. He was also grabbing at his shoulder area. We haven't even got an update yet on Corum or Roman Wilson yet. I did the same thing.
Maybe we get some info out of Lou once he's able to ascertain that information. The tents are really filling up here on both sides of the field early. We're not through the first quarter yet, and we've had some stars go down. Handoff. Great moves and a truck on the safety, and he's off to the races down to the sideline, and that's now going to be a 13, almost a 14-point lead minus the extra point.
Yeah, we might have to call the ambulance on that one because I think that pimp out there might be dead. Homeboy got trucked. The other dude got his ankles broke. I mean, dear Lord.
The safety absolutely got that work. Did not see that coming. Generally, you make a move with the stick revamp and you try to stay away from the defender, and he absolutely looked for contact. He was prime AP on that play.
Yeah, I mean, he might have felt some certain type of way. His boy just went down. Maybe he felt like it was a little dirty, and he wanted to get one in for his boy. And backup running back came in and I'd say gained a step.
Well, who's going to throw gang signs around for Roman Wilson right now and the Wolverines? As they absolutely need a response. The crowd is hyping on their feet. They want to see it happen right now. They want this Wolverine team to answer back. We got 4 wides, shotgun, Corum with the handoff. We got tacklers falling on their faces, and Corum with an 11-yard pickup moves the sticks, gets the crowd into it.
The thing about Corum is you have this man dead to rights behind the line, and he is so explosive that he can just take one little back step and then hit a burst, and he's gone.
From the right hash, you got Corum and Shea in the backfield, handing in motion. He takes the handoff. No, it's a fake. And McCarthy is keeping it, and he gets tackled from behind, but a good pickup of 8 yards there on first down, as that could possibly be the last. Yes, it is. First quarter's gone by, folks. It's been a great one. Thanks for joining us. Revamp, your thoughts on the first quarter?
I mean, it's been a slobber knocker so far. Had some crazy injuries. It looks like Wilson's back, though. I think I saw him on that last play. It's going to get crazier from here.
You got trips bunch left. I think one of them's a tight end. McCarthy with the handoff. No, keeping it. And they read that one right, folks. They went straight after McCarthy on that one. Had a quarterback meeting. Dropped in the backfield. 3rd and 7.
Yeah, McCarthy's been having his way most of the season so far, running it. And that time when he needed it, he wasn't able to get it. Now he lost, 4 or 5, 3rd and 7. It was just possibly 3rd and 2. This one's going to be a tough one.
You got trips bunch right. Shotgun from McCarthy. Blake Corum goes in motion to the left. And there's that man. There goes that man. I don't know about the spot at all. That seems to be
I don't either.
Hugely bullshit. It's been a theme throughout the season. It looked like he reached the yellow line, Revamp.
He was over the yellow line, it looked like, or damn near close enough. Not 4th and 2. I'll say that.
NCAA 14, even college football Revamp mod does forward momentum absolutely pathetically. And it's right on display with that play. But we got the Maryland Eye here with extra hefties in the backfield. And it's going to be El Hadi.
Oh, and they gave it to him.
El Hadi with a 2-yard pickup. And the refs spot the ball in a place where they are giving the Wolverines the first down on a 2-yard run.
Yeah, I think the refs knew they weren't going to be able to leave this stadium in one piece if they didn't make that one a favorable call, because the call before that,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%. However, how about the cojones on the Wolverine coach to run it up the middle when you have Blake Corum in the backfield as a decoy? Incredible.
Exactly.
Hand off to Corum, trying to find space on the left side. Good tackle by the Cowboys on that one. User tackle stops them to a 0-yard gain.
Yeah, that's just Snossages making the user plays out there, fighting through the blocker. Then he made the tackle. I mean, if he didn't make that tackle, Corum probably is running at least 20, 30, maybe 40 plus.
Blake Corum, one of the speedier backs in the NWO. He's completely cracked. McCarthy surveying the field after breaking the pocket and the play action.
What a flick.
Rifles a
Oh my God.
flick of a wrist to Henning, and he
Dear
makes
Lord.
two-man miss, and
Oh my
he's
God.
hurtling into the end zone after a 53-yard TD.
Hey, McCarthy just said, look at the flick of the wrist, threw it on the run. Hennings did everything else afterwards. That was disgusting. That whole play was disgusting.
I haven't seen a flick of the wrist like that since I bought my wife the Tiffany's tennis bracelet for our anniversary. Jesus.
It was better than what I was going to say.
Yeah, that was absolutely wild. McCarthy must have been pissed off on the sideline, probably gathering the troops and looking them all in the eyes and saying, we got this. And that was an absolute strike. He looked like a shortstop just ending a game right there. It's wild. And that has crawled the Michigan team back into a one-possession game. With 5 minutes left in the second quarter, the crowd is on their feet. Oklahoma State had a running back go down. Dixon, who has been their workhorse up to this season out of the backfield. Haven't gotten the update yet from Nine Lou.
I think I did see something that he was probable to come back. So,
He is back.
oh, he's back.
Thank you, Nine Lou. It looks like the treatment team got it together, and oh boy, did they. They must have gave him a little extra. 22-yard pickup right there. He's already got one TD on the day, folks, and he brings it to midfield, and he has silenced the crowd.
Yeah, he completely silenced the crowd. That's one thing about some of these superstars. One superstar comes out here and makes a play. The other team's like, let my superstar make a play.
From the right hash, you got trips left. Rangel in there with Dixon. I'm sorry, Nixon. I'm going to fuck that up the whole season. We might as well change his name.
Oh, sheesh.
Shetron showing he's hard to bring down. A 7-yard pickup there.
Yeah, hit him with a little step back cheese. Dude went running by, and then he picked up 7.
Yeah, but he gets it out there to him quick, and so he's able to get it to his man in space to enable that.
Yep.
Good pass by Rangel. He's 5 for 5 himself. Standing at the big M right now, midfield, trying to penetrate further into this Wolverine defense. Hands off to Nixon. And Nixon gets hit by a defensive tackle who sheds his block, but he picks up 6 and moves the sticks.
Yeah, defensive tackle just saved probably another 5, 6 to 10 right there. That was a great arm tackle right there.
Yeah, and we've seen what happens occasionally, sometimes, at least once in this game, not pointing any fingers, to a safety that's all alone by themselves in this game. So good job by that defensive tackle to not have that situation happen. You got trips way out there to the right, Revamp.
Way out.
Gordon in the backfield with Rangel in shotgun. He's going to be a keeper. Nice blocking right there. Oh, and one of the safeties, or one of the corners comes flying in with a great tackle. Brings up 2nd and inches.
Great play call. Great play call right there, and great read. And that corner came in and gave him a little pop afterwards. Said, if you're going to pick it up, we're going to let you feel it. That's what I like to do. If your running back's going to run, I'm going to try to make him feel it.
Revamp,
Your
you're the defending
quarterback.
champ. Whatever you like to do, we all like to do. If you
Well,
like it,
to
I
make a
like it.
quarterback. I like to make a quarterback hurt. That's all I got to say.
Looked like the wide receiver, Brennan Presley, who has already a couple great catches today for first downs, motioned into the backfield, took the handoff, but the defense has so much awareness to Presley where he is on the field. They were able to stop him before he got started. No gain on the play. So we're seeing Oklahoma State getting close, but they probably are working on this clock a little bit, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. That's one thing about Sausage is he can score in so many different ways. Right now, he's kind of lulling them to sleep, but I mean, he can hit them big at any second now.
Trips left, shotgun, hand off to Nixon, and Nixon's going to pick up 3. Good tackle on that play. Followed his blocks. Really patient run. He's got 67 in the first half.
Yeah, he's out here carrying the load. I mean, up until he got injured, he was looking like he was going to be maybe 150 plus, but that other running back came in, bursted, got about 40 yards on that one run.
That was an unbelievable run.
Yeah, that was gross.
From the right hash, 3 down linemen look for the Wolverines. Got a tight end right there for the Cowboys. Otherwise, it's trips. One goes into orbit motion back there, but the quarterback keeps it, and that's QB2 right there, Stephen Rice, with more rushing yards on the game. That's his 3rd attempt. He's got 27 now with a 9-yard average.
Yeah, Stephen Rice. Definitely got to keep your eye out for that kid. Anytime you see him in the backfield, you better be ready.
No relation to Jerry, however, he does have his fluid running skills right there. We got an empty backfield here. Looks like just 2 down linemen for the Wolverines. Oh, what an out route right there. Toe tapping, looking backwards. That's Presley with another first down. I think he's got 3 on the day.
I ain't gonna lie, with that white top and those orange pants, I thought that was Gucci LaFleur out there.
It was well timed and well executed. The sure-handed Presley falls down at the 5-yard line, giving the Cowboys first down. New set of downs, could probably drain a lot of clock right here. And Rahel still hasn't had the ball hit the ground with no incompletions on 6 passes.
Rangel is having himself a day so far, striking.
Hand off to Nixon up the middle, and he is going to find a lot of space there. And he's getting into the end zone for the 2nd time today. We heard the band strike up 2 times earlier, and here's the 3rd. Oklahoma State extends their lead by 10 temporarily. Extra points should make it 11. 1:59 on the clock. Revamp, how'd they make that possession a touchdown?
I say just the boys up front. I mean, the big boys up front were able to push around bodies. You saw it on that last play. There was such a big hole. Like Jimmy says, his Kia could have went through it. I mean, it's all about the boys up front.
His leg is too big.
Too big.
Too big to be returned. I mean, you got to have a good wind going in order for him, or some computer lag. But Rangel has had now 3 games that I've seen. It's kind of been up and down. One game he was absolutely murdering. I believe they scored more than 50 in that game against a good Florida State team, if I'm not mistaken. And then we saw him have an off night. Now he's back on. Hasn't thrown an incompletion. But right now, McCarthy and Quorum in the backfield together. McCarthy had a shotgun, looking at those 4 wides, delivers a great ball to Clemens. So McCarthy's starting to heat up now. Revamp?
Yeah. McCarthy is delivering lasers. That was a freaking dot.
His first 3 passes were incompletions, and now he's completed 3 in a row. He's starting to heat up. They're going no huddle, back to the same formation. You see the Cowboys adjust, spreading those 4 down linemen out wider. Quorum out of the backfield to the right flank. Now they're going to hit Quorum. He's got no more space, and he's going to fall out of bounds for a no-yard gain, but the time does stop. However, they lose it down.
Yeah, that's one of those routes where you don't really understand why the running back or the person just even continues to run that way. It's like stop or turn up field, something.
100%. From the right hash this time. Single back pistol. Quorum now flowing out of the backfield. They're going to throw it. Henning never gets his hands up.
Yeah, we've seen that quite a bit this season. I don't know if it's just mistiming, wide receiver, quarterbacks. It's just something up with the game. I don't know.
Even the defender didn't have enough response to a revamp. Usually, if the receiver's not going to put their hands up at all, the defender will.
Yeah, they're happy to take it.
And that ball was an incompletion all the way through. Neither guy caught it. It's crazy. You got trips to the left. You got quads left. And this is a bomb to that man,
Wow!
Mr. Wilson.
Mr. Wilson.
48-yard bomb. They were looking for it the whole time, Revamp.
I was looking at it too. As soon as I saw Roman Wilson take off like a Roman candle screaming on that side, I was like, dear Lord, if this is a perfect pass, it's going to be crazy.
And they're catching him in the same defense that they were just in. Handoff. Nope.
Oh!
Faking it. McCarthy trying to find traffic, but too many Cowboys there. Oklahoma State trying to conserve those precious seconds here in the first half as they call their first timeout.
Yeah, I had a way to take, okay, I thought Michigan called a time. I was like, take your time right here. I feel like if he would have handed it off to Corum had a lot of green. I don't know if that was a read option or.
We've seen
Corum
McCarthy
was like
carry the
taking
ball
a lot.
quite a lot. Hand off to Stokes this time. And C.J. Stokes with a 2-yard loss as the Cowboys are really rallying in the backfield on that play.
Yeah, they came to stop the run today, and they've been doing a good job so far.
Oklahoma State with their second timeout, looking to possibly get the ball back here. Preparing themselves, putting themselves in a good position in case something like that has a possibility to occur. But the Wolverines on 3rd and 9, drop back to pass, play fake, rolling right. McCarthy has a couple of options, throws to the deeper. Beredson, the tight end, going across the field and finding himself alone in the empty back of the end zone.
I think McCarthy is getting his name out there today. This man might be
On
in the
PEDs?
running. He might be in the running for Pimp of the Year. I'm just saying. I mean, you make that first throw was nuts. That throw, like, how do you do this? You think you're Aaron Rodgers, homie? On the run? Flicking your wrist?
He has absolutely thrown bullets when necessary and had that huge pass over to Roman Wilson.
It's scary. He played perfect defense, and he still finds a hole.
And Jake Moody not able to kick the ball out of the end zone. This one's completely returnable. But good coverage on the play. Huge coverage, in fact. As we all know that it is really hard to have coverage after a touchdown. But the Oklahoma State Cowboys have a timeout and 1:16 on the clock. They're going to have to go 83 yards to reach the end zone. But maybe they're just trying to get into field goal range, as a field goal would put them up by 7 points.
Yeah, this is a big moment right here for Michigan. If they're able to stop Oklahoma State from scoring at all right here, that's major.
It's a big moment for everybody. Keeper Byron Hill makes a move on the safety. He's out in the open. The ref helps out by blocking. Johnson might have a step on him, folks, and he slides down safely at the 5-yard line. Monstrous gain, Revamp. I said they needed 83, and he got 78 of them.
Yeah, that man took off like Speedy Gonzalez on that one. I don't know where the hell that came from. And then to have the awareness.
The move he made on the safety.
The slide down there at the end, though, I probably would have tried to run it in.
Clock still rolling. Ron Hill's still in the game, not needing any oxygen. I might be most impressed by that. Another move on the safety. The lunging, diving, hit stick tackled, not able to deliver. And Oklahoma State has scored in 2 plays.
Yeah, that stick movement was fucking gross. Excuse my language, but that was disgusting.
I think it's appropriate to say fake.
Oh!
Deflected by Wilson.
That man says I can play corner too. That was crazy.
I'm not sure why we saw
That was fucking
two-point
crazy.
conversion in that position, but maybe the coach was trying to go up by 3 scores. Maybe they were just feeling the adrenaline that Rangel. Maybe Rangel told the coach, "Hey, look, fucker, we're going for it." Oh my God, Jesus Christ! And now Michigan has 45 seconds and 3 timeouts. Revamp. We saw what they did in the passing game on their last possession. They have Blake Corum out there flanked on the right side in a quad set. Empty backfield here for McCarthy. And the Cowboys are dropping everybody back. They still got 4 linemen on the D-line. And McCarthy throws a lob, short arms it, and Reagan almost. Reagan, you could have been the hero, son.
I think Oklahoma State might be
That's why he plays defense.
leading the nation in dropped interceptions. I'm just being honest because I know he should have had like 3 on me.
That means the Cowboy Nation is leading the world in broken hearts. Broken heart moments.
Hey, all you had to say was Cowboys leading the nation in broken hearts, and he's speaking facts, homie.
Great completion right there. Great reception. Gets out of bounds, Revamp, making it 3rd and inches. So you could just get inches right here, and the clock will stop.
Yeah, but that's one thing about inches in the NWO. These inches can be hard to pick up. They can really be hard to pick up.
Week 1 at Autzen?
Oh, they can be hard. Depends on how you play it. I mean, most of the people like to run up the middle, so if you commit to stopping that. I mean,
McCarthy dropped back to pass, and Clemens won't get it. No, he does get it. It's marked as a first. Wow, what a favorable spot. But it's only a temporary timeout as the clock will start rolling as soon as the ball's set. But yes, they gave him the yardage for the first down.
I thought they already made up for that call earlier. I guess they gave him another.
The refs really want to play a part in this game. Clemens again, this time on the crossing route, far onto the left hash now. Another first down with 24 ticks left and all 3 timeouts. Michigan is near midfield.
Yeah, Michigan is pumping. They still got their 3 timeouts, like you said. McCarthy's striking.
McCarthy is absolutely pulsating, and Clemens for the 3rd reception in a row. He's going to run into the end zone, and the Wolverines answer back on a 51-yard strike.
I don't even know what to say, Pimp. I honestly have no idea to say.
By God.
By God. And if you missed this game or if you left early, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Suck a dick or something.
Suck a motherfucking dick or something. Good God. This shit crazy. The past 2 minutes alone, the past 2 to 3 minutes have been so fucking crazy. It's like a whole damn
Revamp
game right here.
I'm getting Romo Manning vibes.
Oh, I'm bricked up.
I'm seeing a quarterback duel here. Rangel has had an incredible game passing the ball. McCarthy fell down out of the block and has sprinted his way back to what could become and is shaping up to be perhaps a photo finish, at least in the first half.
So far, the way it started, Oklahoma State came out and they were serving Michigan up pretty good.
Yes.
But Michigan has fought their asses back to make this shit such a close game going into halftime.
Yeah, I don't know.
Crowd's
Yeah,
loving it.
I don't know if McCarthy got like a good sext from his girlfriend or something, like on one of the sideline breaks. But oh my
Jerk
God,
from the athletic trainer,
something happened. His swag is through the roof right now. Cowboys with 8 seconds left here, trying to make anything happen to get into field goal range. We know their kicker has the leg. If they could just reach about the 40-yard line. And Rangel with an insane pass over the middle, gets about half of what he needs is there with a 19-yard reception.
We're seeing
there's no timeouts left, Revamp. This is going to be the last play.
This is it right here. Their kicker might have a big enough leg to make it, but we're seeing 2 quarterbacks putting their best display out, you know? These quarterbacks are killing it.
If their kicker made it from here, He deserves
just
every
saying.
postseason award. Jesus Christ.
Didn't JT's kicker make one from here? Oh, wow. That almost was perfectly timed.
Really,
Almost.
really tall order. Good attempt right there. So
Yeah.
hard to do with such little time. If we could see the stats on this, I would be so preciously grateful. What a competition we have so far here, Revamp. 3 points separates this matchup. We had a missed extra point. We had one team attempt a field goal. We had a bomb. We had safeties getting juked out of their mind and trucked. We had a quarterback keeper of 78 yards.
Yeah.
We had the flickety.
Pretty much everything you have on your Christmas football game list, check it shit off because it's happened already.
Look at
The only thing we haven't seen is a turnover.
We've seen injuries on both sides, and both men return to be big contributors and impact players for their squads. We've seen good offensive line play on both sides.
Great offensive line play. I think offensive line play is honestly, one of the biggest keys from both of these teams so far.
Who's going to step up and make that first interception?
Well, I mean, I think the way Michigan's striking, they're striking good, but they had that pass where Oklahoma State had it dead to rights.
They also had that one where Henning didn't put his hands up, right?
True, yeah. But you know how this game is. One mess up, one mix up on the buttons. There you go. There's your pick.
Kicked out of the back of the end zone, and Roman Wilson sadly won't get an attempt to return that one. So Michigan's going to set up for their first time to at the 25 for their first time to be able to try to get back into a lead here. They haven't been able to have a chance for a lead since their opening possession of the ball game.
Yeah, they started off with 3 points. No, Oklahoma State scored 3. Yeah. Oklahoma State scored 3. So, if Michigan can get out right here, this will be big for them. Build their confidence up. They're hanging with the big dog. They got to get 7 though.
Oh wow! What'd you see, Revamp?
I just saw fucking McCarthy flick some shit before he got sacked, and then Roman Wilson being great.
Roman Wilson just flying across the field, catching up to that ball. Didn't look to me like McCarthy was going to be able to have enough on it with how much pressure he had in his face, but the ball got just to the point where Roman Wilson was able to run under it beautifully. He got tagged, but he held onto the ball like a grown man. Going back to the ground here, Blake Corum gonna need to be a factor in this game before it's said and done for the Wolverines. 3-yard pickup there.
Yeah, Oklahoma's done a real good job shutting down Blake Corum most of the game, but McCarthy, man, this kid is making all the throws he needs to make.
From the right hash, we got a single back set shotgun. Hand off to Corum, and the flying. Wow, the linebacker just flew through the gap there in the middle, Revamp, and TFL'd Blake Corum.
It's tough sledding all day for Corum. Every time he touches the rock, Oklahoma State's there waiting. They're ready. They're telling Michigan, if you're going to beat us, McCarthy's going to have to do it.
Well, he does have that icy-ass tennis bracelet.
He also has a rocket on his arm.
Fucking howitzer. And here we see it again.
Oh, wow.
What a play by Daniels. The sophomore. The man with more deflections than anybody in the NWO. Keeping Clemens from getting into the end zone. Clemens might have came down with that one, folks, if Daniels didn't give such an effort.
Yeah, that's one thing about Daniels. Daniels has got every tool in the toolbox but hands.
And
For
we don't
some reason, for some reason, when God made him, he just left his hands off.
and we don't know from McCarthy. I mean, we don't know if McCarthy could have put a little bit more air on that one and led his receiver into the end zone. But we
Yeah,
got trips
maybe.
left. McCarthy and Corum in the backfield. Wilson isolated out there on the right by himself. McCarthy streaking to the right. Now throwing back
Oh,
to the other side of the
whoa.
field. And that's Daniels right there with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know what happened right there. That was all bad, tragic. But I got to commend the effort. I mean, you're kind of in no man's land. I don't think you're going to make that field goal, and fourth down, go for it.
Trips left. Cowboys with the possession here. Hand off to Nixon.
Ooh.
And Nixon's going to get only one. I thought it could have been a TFL. Great tackle right there before he got started.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I don't know how he picked up one at all. Defense was there in the backfield, but hey.
For Oklahoma State, they've been in control of most of this ball game, but you wouldn't know it if you just joined us in the second half, as they only have a 3-point lead at this time. Just a field goal separation is pretty wild in my book, as they have had a lot of control on this game, but Michigan has been able to answer back late in the second half to get it within 3. So Oklahoma State would really like to extend this lead to more than 3 to feel safe as it goes into the 4th. And this possession is going to be crucial for doing that. Hand off to Nixon right there for another small gain. Michigan crowd and Michigan defense coming to life right here, Revamp, stepping up when they need to. Can they do it on 3rd and 7? We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see right here. This is the play that they need to make it happen right here. If they can somehow stop Oklahoma State from picking up this first down, they might be able to get the ball back right here.
You got 4 wides balanced. You got Rangel in shotgun with Nixon. It's going to be a handoff to Nixon up the middle, and he's going to break a tackle and get upfield for a first down.
Yeah, and that's so tough right there, because 3rd and 7, you do not expect him to hand it off and run right up the middle.
And I see all of the offensive linemen, and Nixon too, slapping the ass of the center on that play. This center really had an amazing push on that one, driving his man 5 yards downfield on a run block. John Paul Richardson's names get called again, and he's going to pick up 3 on that play. Good tackling by the Wolverines on that one.
Good tackling indeed. Wolverines have been picking up those bubble screens all day. They've gave up a couple, 7-8 yards here or there, but most of the time they're only giving up about 2 or 3. That's good.
Yes, we've seen those plays to the Pope get a lot of rack yardage after the catch there, but not today against the Wolverines. They've been able to keep that under wraps. Rice is in at quarterback, the PA announcer says. And he's in shotgun pistol here. Got a man in motion joining him. That's Presley. Hand off to Presley on the jet sweep.
Wow.
Getting knocked around like a pinball a little bit there. And he's going to bring it to 3rd and 6, as that carry didn't get much.
Yeah, it didn't get much, but he did not want to go down. He was fighting for everything he had. This is a big play right here, because if they stop them, somehow hold Oklahoma State to a field goal, 6-point game.
That would be huge. Rangel with the handoff. Nixon gets stopped in the backfield for a TFL, and the Wolverines are thrilled with the 4th and 7 that they forced upon the Cowboys at this point. Decision time for the Cowboys coach.
Yeah, this is a huge, huge, huge decision. You go for it, you don't get it. You're only up 3. You kick the field goal, you're up 6. I know if Vaughn was here, he'd say go for it every time, but it's tough.
Long field goal attempt right here. It's going to be 57 yards, I think. And that's going to be good. What
Yeah,
a
he's got the
kick
leg.
right there. And that stretches
Yes,
it to a
leg.
6-point lead. Revamp, I just fully appreciated how the Wolverines were in complete defense right there. They were not in a field goal block
Yeah,
formation.
they knew better. They knew better. In that situation, just take the 3, please.
And Henning takes it out of the backfield right here. And he's going to get a pretty good return going right up the middle. Nothing too crazy, but sometimes when you pull it out of the end zone, you don't ever reach back the yardage you need. But taking it out to the 23 right there gets pretty much most of it back. Michigan. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was just agreeing. A lot of the times you don't get back, but I figure it's a chance worth taking. Sometimes you'll get to the 40, 50. Sometimes you'll get to the 15.
McCarthy had a shotgun right here with Corum behind him. Hand off to Corum. He's going to bounce off his own man. Now find the edge, and he can use his speed. Ugly moves right there. Outside and in. Great diving tackle right there. Saves the touchdown, Revamp.
Welcome to the game, Blake Corum. That's what we needed to see right there. He got open field, and he exploded. That man's dangerous in the open field.
Oklahoma State Cowboys has done a best job of the season so far out of all the teams that have faced the Wolverines of shutting plays like that down in the first half. But if Corum could break off any of those, changes the dynamic of this game big time. Takes a lot of pressure off of McCarthy. We're at midfield, folks. Left hash right here. And we're going to see a timeout from the Cowboys. They didn't like the grouping in the matchup right here.
Yeah, didn't like the way things were set up. You're right.
McCarthy has had some long passes down the field. Henning, Wilson, and there's another guy with a C. I'm forgetting his name, but big plays so far downfield, so preventing all of that. Hand off to Corum right here. 3-yard pickup. Cowboys getting in the right defense. Crucial for them on that. Very short gain.
Yeah, that's tough sledding. I mean, he's had that one big run, maybe another big run at one other point, but most of the time there's just not very much room to run.
From the left hash, you got 4 wides. Corum in the backfield, directly behind McCarthy at a shotgun. It's going to be a handoff to Corum. Finding space between the tackle and guard, bringing us to 3rd and inches.
That's just Corum doing dirty work right there. He didn't have much room to work with, had a little bit of space, powered through it, was able to drag a couple guys with him, and got it 3rd and inches.
You got to love a running back that has so much explosiveness on the outside, but could still run in between the tackles.
Yeah.
Hand off to Corum right there. And I think that's big number 5 with the tackle.
I'm telling you, those
From the
inches,
strong safety position, Daniels with the tackle on Corum. And now it's 4th and inches, and the offense is staying on the field. In fact, they're going no huddle out of this Maryland eye again. The Cowboys, 4-down linemen, making a couple adjustments right there. Lots of audibles being made. Corum trying to find softness on the left side, and he does.
That's just fucking heart right there. Like, my bad, but that right there, that's just heart. To run that shit right back up the middle on 4th and inches when you get stuffed.
Maryland eye still out here in the no huddle. Another handoff to Corum, and he's going to break to the outside, and he has enough space to maybe go, folks. And there's one guy to beat, and that's Daniels. And Daniels with the big tackle right there, just at about the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, Wolverines out of that Maryland eye, and they're continuing to pound it.
Yeah, he's going to Pound Town right now. Blake Corum hit the middle 2 times in a row, bounced that one out, and that was almost gone.
Hand off to the fullback. Shea right there, after getting a bunch of blocking duties, takes it a little bit closer right now. 2nd and goal inside the 2.
Yeah, right now Michigan is trying to just show these big boys what it's like to just pound it. Looks like Oklahoma State's defense is getting a little slow getting back up. Let's see what this play right here is.
Corum running it in between the tackles, and he's gonna reach. He's gonna reach. He's gonna break the barrier there, Revamp. Looked like a favorable spot. But wow, the left tackle and left guard, the two fullbacks in the Maryland Eye getting it done.
Yeah, that formation looks scary right there. I'm not going to lie. You've got a bunch of beef up front. You got some beef behind the quarterback, and then you got Corum. I mean, dear Lord.
Are you saying you like that, Revamp?
I'm saying I don't like that.
Oh, okay. Because I almost added it to my playbook if you said you liked it.
I said I don't want to see that. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying.
Okay. I don't like it. If you don't like it, I don't like it.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I mean, you got to think. You got monsters like that up front. You've got Corum who can run it up the middle or bounce it out at the speed of light. It's pretty dangerous.
Only 10 ticks left in this third quarter. This has been an incredible matchup. The only point differential at this point is an attempted 2-point conversion that was unsuccessful.
Yeah, and that would be the tie game right now.
Nixon tackled in the backfield. No, they're going to call it. They're going to say he reached the line of scrimmage, and it's not a loss of yardage, but 2nd and 10. We've reached the fourth down. We've reached the fourth quarter, Revamp. Thank you for joining me on this one.
Yeah.
Been a lot of fun.
It has been fun.
And
It's actually been real fun. It's been a crazy-ass game.
And it feels like it's far from done. However, the Michigan's possession right there, that took quite a bit of time in the third quarter here. Rangel, great game so far. That curl route, out route right there, precision pass with timing.
Yeah, great route, great timing, great catch. For sure. Had a way to move the chains.
First down yardage. The sideline is what stopped the play as he was knocked out of bounds. Otherwise, broken tackle might have continued running there. Excellent passing showcase tonight. Oh, but Jenkins, the tall defensive lineman or linebacker right there, gets both his hands up, and he's got the best hands on the Wolverines defense tonight, folks. No catch bigger than that one right there.
Damn.
The first turnover of the game, Revamp. We were wondering how it was going to happen. We thought maybe it was going to be McCarthy. It turns out to be Rangel after an I was just complimenting him. That's the commentator's jinx, folks. The big house is rocking, and Michigan is inside field goal range as we speak. 1st and 10.
Yeah, big house is rocking indeed. That guy came out of nowhere. That boy looked like the Undertaker just rising from under the ring.
Play clock getting really low right here. Got stuck in an animation. Still got the play off somehow. Cora making a move on the safety. Daniels. Oh, no, that's not Daniels. But making a move on the safety. The safety able to recover and make the tackle.
Yeah, safety just saved the day right there because Corum had you one-on-one on an island, and somehow you were able to get off that island. This game got crazy. Oh, I mean, it's been crazy, but this game's getting really, really crazy.
And no matter how good their game management is and time of possession is, Michigan can't kill 6 minutes right here, Revamp. So Oklahoma State will get the ball back. But right now they're on defense and they're trying to stop the Wolverines' attack. McCarthy with the keeper, might have been a designed quarterback keeper, and he is going to be tackled for no gain. Good start to the Cowboys bowing up on defense here.
Yeah, 100%. If you're the Cowboys, you just stay cool. I mean, you're down 1 point. If you can stop Michigan, hold them to 3, that is a huge, huge, huge win.
Wolverines approach the line with a trips left with a tight end there. Corum and McCarthy in the backfield deep. Hand off to Stokes. That's not Corum. And he makes a move on the safety inside, then back out, gets tackled, but moves the sticks first down.
Yeah, those outside runs are working really, really well right now for Michigan. They were pounding up the middle for that one drive. Now seems like everything they're doing is kind of sweeps to the outside, and they're working. They're just getting a lot of one-on-ones out there.
400 yards for Michigan, 371 for Oklahoma State. You got Shea, the fullback, right there behind the guard behind the guard tackle. Hand off to Stokes. And he's going to gain about 5 on the right side. Not sure where Corum is right now, Revamp.
I'm not sure where Corum is either. I'm not sure if he's getting a breather. He did have that one big run, but he did get tackled pretty awkwardly at the end of it too. So
Donovan Edwards, I believe, is on a redshirt year this season, folks. Stokes up the middle, breaks a tackle.
Oh.
Hard to bring down. I don't know how it's 3rd and inches. I thought he got a touchdown. I thought for sure he had a first down. He got neither. We're at the 1 yard line. They're going to be able to burn a little bit more time off this clock, Revamp.
Yeah, I thought it was a first down for sure, but this Stokes kid is absolutely
A
just
unit.
digging his feet in.
Yeah. He is answering the call and spelling Corum when necessary. You got 5 down linemen look for the Cowboys. And you got 7 men on the offensive line for. And they're going to be a handoff to Stokes.
Yep.
And he is going to walk into the end zone untouched, unblemished. Big touchdown for Michigan as they go up 7 already. Let's see if they try to stretch it to 8 or 9.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think they're just going to take their extra point, which is crazy because you mentioned earlier Oklahoma State went for that 2-point conversion. If they wouldn't have went for that, it'd be a 7-point game right now.
Yeah, but if Michigan would have went for it right there and got it, it would have been a 2-possession game. As it is right now, Coach Fam. As it is,
big balls.
And Fam did that in going for a 4th down earlier, correct?
Yeah, it's still big balls. I don't have very many plays to use from like 2-point conversion land, Like I'm not confident in having to get a 2-point conversion,
I don't follow. I don't get it.
I
don't
follow
understand.
because if
I don't
if I'm
understand.
like I'm gonna go for 2 right here, I don't have very many plays in my playbook that I'm confident in that I'm like, yeah, this is money.
You're saying you don't have money plays in your playbook?
Not for 2-point conversion, no.
I think
do
he's saying he's got a
for
confidence
other things.
problem.
Like for 2-point conversions, I don't know.
Well, Oklahoma State is got to have one coming into this possession right here, as that is going to be necessary to tie this ball game up. Great first play right there. Out route hit. Time stops momentarily. Handoff to Nixon right here. Able to find some space. Get across the line. That's a 2nd first down for the Cowboys in a row.
I mean, that's what the Cowboys are going to need. They're going to have to keep moving the chains, keep Michigan on their heels. They've been playing good offense all game. That one interception was kind of rough, but
Ron Hale making a pass over there. Great adjustment by the wide receiver, Presley, on that one.
yeah, great catch, great route, great throw. Once again, moving the chain, moving the chains.
Plenty of time here as the Cowboys have already crossed the 50-yard line. 4 minutes to play, 2 timeouts still in their favor. Handoff right there up the middle. Delayed handoff, 6-yard run. taking it down to the 41-yard line. Oklahoma State keeping a balance here between run and pass on their final possession, perhaps, of regulation.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Sanas is trying to make this the last possession or if it's just, he's just slowly, methodically moving it. But you already know once Michigan gets it, they're going to try everything they can to make sure it's the last possession.
Drag down tackle from behind right there. Going to bring up 3rd and inches on the right hash. Right around the 40. Scratch that, the 37-yard line. That's going to be QB2 throwing a pass that had a better chance to be completed to the Wolverines than to the Cowboys. He had been brought up to this point for his legs. But that time they're asking him to throw an out route to the field side of the big house here. And the defender stepped in front of it. Probably should have had a pick six.
That corner read that amazingly.
You got trips left right here. Tight end right. Rangel, quick strike. And I don't know if he got it, Revamp. They said he did.
They gave it to him, yeah.
They said he did. It looked like that last animation there at the end. The tackler pulled him over the line to gain, and that's where the first down's going to happen. They're going to stay with this no huddle, even though there's 3 minutes on the clock with 2 timeouts. Trips left from the left hash. You got Nixon in the backfield. Dropping back, quick strike. Hill Green, the user defender, can't get his hands up, can't get turned around, and it's completed right over his head to Green. We're now on the right hash, still with the no huddle, under 3 minutes to play, 2nd and inches.
Yeah, this game's been everything I hoped for.
Handoff, up the middle, Nixon finding softness, gets the first down. Now approaching the red zone.
That's what Nixon has to do. Come in and pick up the chains, move them, and keep it going.
And the hecklers are starting to make some noise here as the big house gets a little bit quieter, a little bit more nervous. You can hear the hecklers, the non-believers here.
You would think this is when they would need to be the loudest.
Well, they will get loud as soon as their defense gives them something to get loud about. They're trying, Revamp. Handoff right here. What a good find. Space, big moves on the safety right there, and he's all the way down to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Oklahoma State. 2:29 on the clock, and they're going no huddle once again, Revamp. They want to score as quick as possible.
Yeah, like I said, Michigan's going to try to make it the last possession of the game. So you kind of want to try to give yourself
what a spin move.
Time.
Got right through the hole was starting to collapse right there. Got right through it beautifully with the spin move, taking it down to the 1. Just over 2 minutes now. 2nd and goal.
Yeah, I'm starting to get nervous.
I'm staying the halfback.
I'm
Nixon trot back onto the field now. He will be back into the game on this one. Backup halfbacks were in there as they had been going no huddle. He needed a breather. Now he's back. Rangel with the handoff. And the Oklahoma State Cowboys offensive line gives him enough space to score a touchdown, bring it within 2 with 2 minutes left to play.
This is the moment right here we've been waiting for.
Mom spaghetti, sweater already. We in the shelter. I ain't even got to tell you.
Sweater already.
I ain't even got to tell you. We got Papa Doc. This is the champion. Oh, wait a minute. That's when you play.
Hey, you better chill out, pimp. All right. We're about to see some nutty shit right here.
We got 4 wideouts. Nixon in the backfield with Rangel. Looks like 2 down linemen for the Wolverines, and he is going to get in there, splitting. He trusted the safety guard to get those blocks on the defensive lineman. There was only 2 defensive linemen out there for the Wolverines, and he made that way too easy. You could tell by the Michigan coach that the whole defensive plan was, don't worry about giving up the 6. focus on the 2, but the 2 was just handed over too easily right there, Revamp. And now the pressure's back on the Wolverine offense to make some points happen in the last 2 minutes and drain the entire clock, not giving the Cowboys the ball back.
Hey.
Or face overtime.
To run that shit up the middle right there, that's big ball shit.
Cojones.
Right, big ball shit right there.
Big time cojones.
But what a fucking game, pimp.
You got Henning in the backfield with Corum. Corum's back in the game, Revamp. No, that's not Corum. That's Stokes. Corum is not back in the game. That's still Stokes. Corum might be out of this one for the remainder of it. Stokes with a loss of 1. Clock rolling.
If you're Michigan, that is not what you want right now. You do not want one of your main, if not the main superstar on your team out. At all.
At certain points of this game, it felt like Michigan had multiple superstars, main superstars.
Well, they do. Oh, they do.
McCarthy out of shotgun. We got 4 wides tight here. McCarthy waiting for the last second to launch that one. It's a little bit underthrown. And Daniels with the on-brand deflection, but can't hold on to it. He needs to rub his hands.
Kid?
He needs to rub his. That's Daniels, the safety, the sophomore safety, leading the universe in deflections.
I told you. When Jesus made him, he gave that kid everything but hands. That's why he plays defense. Unfortunately. That's crazy, though. He has dropped at least like 6 this season. Like, for real.
You got Henning and Stokes in the backfield. Wilson to the right. McCarthy in shotgun. Clemens, that's the man in the slot. McCarthy drops back 5. Now 2 more. Now 3 more. Too much time. Throws it up to anybody out there. Incomplete. Luckily, the defense didn't get under that one, Revamp, but the pressure came eventually for him. The Cowboys did start to break off of their blocks. 4th and 11.
I think pressure is what made that whole play happen right there.
So Michigan unable to score and kill the clock now is forced into a punting situation. Cowboys in a defensive scheme right here, but they do have a user lurking back there trying to get under this one, and he's just going to get away from it. We've seen some fucked up shit happen with the footballs going off of helmets this season in special teams. What a good kick by the Wolverines, kicking it inside the 20-yard line down to the 19. That's where the Cowboys will have a minute and 9 seconds to go 81 yards.
And this is it right here, pimps. Like
and
you
any
said,
turnover by
9.
Michigan will end it, Revamp. Well, we'll take us into probably a position where they could score to end it.
Yeah.
Ron Hale being forced. Ron Hale's leg went backwards on that one. Wow. We haven't seen him scramble too much, Revamp. We've seen him on keepers, but not on pure scrambles, ad-libbing. He picked up 3 on that one. Got a little bit of a hit right there.
Yeah, he got hit, did the split, still a little bit of twerking out there. We did see him do that one run for about 78, but
on the keeper,
not much of a runner. Yeah, he's not much of a runner.
He that was a designed like read option type play. This was a pure scramble out of a pass. You got trips to the right, shotgun here. One receiver out there to the left. Hand off to the halfback. He gets a big gainer, about 15 on that one.
He didn't make no moves. He said, I want all contact.
Put his head down to end that one strong. Everybody's going to rush back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like a copy and paste of the last play. Revamp doesn't really quite get as much. And now Oklahoma State's going to take a timeout. They've got 1 more left. Clock's going to stop with 54 seconds on 2nd and 6 at 37.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to get more yards on that rush right there, but defensive tackle, once again, being able to break off, get that arm tackle, save the day a little bit. This is where the game's going to get really, really crazy because Oklahoma State's kicker got a nasty leg.
Nasty leg. Rangel drops straight back to pass. Completes the pass. What strong hands right there. Is that Presley? It is. Presley from the wide right position, slanting over, picks up a huge first down. They're going to go no huddle.
Yeah, Presley stepping up once again. We saw him step up early in the game, and now he's doing it here.
Hand off. That's not Nixon, folks. We haven't seen Nixon in a while. Not sure what his status is for the end of this one. So we got just a little bit over 30 seconds to play, nearing midfield, nearing field goal range for this big kicker's leg. Michigan looking for a stop right here. Can't get in front of that one, as that's another completed pass from Rangel to Presley on the out route and a first down all the way up to the 41.
And that is probably field goal range for this kid right there. The only thing that'll stop him from making it is if it's a freezing situation or just botches the kick.
Perhaps that cold front starting to move into the big house vicinity. You got trips to the left. Hand off. There's Nixon. And with the powerful run, Nixon's going to get a first down. Clock is going to stop temporarily. 24 ticks left, and they're going to go no huddle with QB2 still in there. Same formation. Handoff again to Nixon up the middle, and he's going to find a lot of green grass, and he's down around the 10-yard line, maybe the 12. 13, check that. Michigan's now going to take a timeout as they're seeing those seconds start to fly by, and the kicker definitely being in field goal range now.
Yeah, that is tough right there for Michigan defense. You put all the boys up front to stop the run. They were able to poke through and pick up a lot.
Rangel back in the game. Gordon in the backfield with him this time. Gordon not able to get anything out of that one. And he's going to get tackled for a loss right there. Second and, well, they're calling that a 1-yard pickup. I'm not sure how. But it's back to the 13. And Michigan taking their second time out here with 14 ticks left. Oklahoma State well within field goal range. Big house creepily quiet at this point.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but, you know, they got to be proud of their boys. They battled out. They had, I mean, sausages up against the ropes until the very, very, very end, you know?
Coach calling a timeout together. The troops make some final adjustments right here. They could stop the clock one more time, but that'll be it. Definitely need a turnover at this point to keep hope alive, revamp. Otherwise, it's got to be a missed field goal attempt that we just feel is impending. Goal line set here. I formation. Just trying to center it up and get it a little bit tap, tap, tap. A little bit closer. 3rd and 3. Michigan calls their final timeout with 10 seconds left on 3rd and 3. Oklahoma State could run one play and then call the timeout potentially.
That's what they're going to do.
Another goal line set here for the Cowboys. They got to really hold on to this ball with this final carry. Didn't want to go down for a while, but still plenty of time as he does get tackled with 6 seconds left on the 1. Last time out hasn't been called yet, but it's called now. So we should see the field goal unit out here able to kick it for 3, giving them the lead maybe with enough time with maybe like one play left.
Yeah, maybe one play.
Pretty much a straight shot here. Rice is the holder. And and he kicks it through the uprights and in. The band fires up after that 3-point play. 4 seconds left on the clock. Kicker's going to kick it off to the Wolverines right here. He's been booted to most of them out of the back of the end zone here. Wilson's going to call for the fair catch. That's not returnable. Michigan's going to have enough for one play, one miracle play. We've seen them do it already here in the young season 5 of NWO. got to dial up the right play and execute it.
Yeah, at this point, unless you got some magical play, you just let Roman Wilson or somebody just pin him back and just pray.
McCarthy standing at the 20-yard line.
And that's not how you want to do it.
Incomplete pass to Stokes right there. Usually that's Corum. Maybe the timing for Corum would have been just right on that play, but that was Stokes. We haven't seen Corum return to this game. But there's still 2 ticks left, so you got one last attempt right here. Quads left. Singled up on the right. McCarthy.
Oh, that defense.
Trying to take as much time as he could, but the defensive lineman able to get home. And that's how it's going to end here at the Big House.
Yeah, what a game. I mean, shit, from beginning to end, that game was an absolute slobber knocker. I mean, look at the final score, 41-38.
And this is the time where we have coaches' interviews. We're welcomed by the winning coach, Coach Danny Snossages of the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Take us through, hey, Coach, good game. Your reaction to the game overall?
It was going to be a dogfight. We're going into the Big House. Fam is probably one of the most improved coaches in our league. His team's really good, but most importantly, he knows how to use them. He puts them in the right spot. And overall, we knew it was going to be a fight. Like I was telling the boys, I was like, man, if we can't get Fam off the field, he's going to drain the clock on us because of how good his O-line and running game is. It was a fun game. And I fucking hate playing Fam now. So add him to the list.
Take me through last one. Take me through the decision to go for 2 in one of the earlier possessions in the game.
I thought I can catch him off guard. Fam did a good job of staying man. It sucks because the tight end was covered by the fastest player, which is Roman Wilson. And usually they don't have good like break on the ball, but he was just so fast on that one. It ended up almost biting us in the ass, man. We had to go for 2 there at the end, and that was a tough one. And as soon as he was scoring, I told myself, "Fuck, man, we should just kick that field goal." But hindsight 2020, man.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you. I'll hand you off to Revamp.
Hey, 377 rushing yards, the first thing that stuck out to me. Like, what was that your game plan coming into it, or was it that was just what was working, or?
It was kind of the game plan mainly because we see Fam likes to. The biggest thing with Fam is he likes to drain the clock, and he doesn't do it on purpose. He does it because his run game's really good, his O-line's really good. So if we didn't get into kind of a rhythm on the ground, it was going to be a long day. He's got speed everywhere, and his box is massive, man. Like the outside linebackers are 290. His fucking D line's huge, man. So we had to make sure we had to always keep one guy on a read because if he was based up man to man, he was going to get off a lot of blocks.
Yeah, I mean, you played that shit great. Great comeback. Could have had a couple interceptions. Your boy Daniels, that guy got to get some damn hands. But
yeah, he like I always tell everybody, man, he drank the Kool-Aid. Everybody was hyping him up last year, and he drank the Kool-Aid. We're gonna have to strip his NIL deal or something because goddamn, it was bad. He heard the rumors that we were trying to leave, and he got pissed, man. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, well, like Lou said, might be game of the season so far, and I mean, I'm glad I got to sit here and watch it.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys called it, man. You guys did a great job. I can hear you guys. He's fucking perfect chemistry, fam. Love you, brother. It's always a pleasure playing you, man. So good shit, boys.
Good shit.
Fam, your team has had 2 wins this season already. Big victories. You were almost able to knock off the 16 team in the nation right here. That would have been huge for the season. What are your overall thoughts at this point in the game where you lose by 3? Where you at?
Yeah, definitely proud of our boys. Definitely adjusted. I think first half defensively, we were just punched in the mouth every play. Sanchez did a great job of pounding the rock, keeping the defense on the field and making sure our offense was having limited time with the ball. So, but they did a great job of adjusting second half. Playing to the reads, to the run, and getting that one pick, which is huge, that to change the just to swing the game around for a little bit. So, yeah, definitely proud of our performance. Definitely defense could do some work, but overall, the guys put up a good fight.
All right, I got one more for you here as I hand you off to Revamp, and he probably wants to hear something about this too. You had that Maryland eye cooking on that one possession. What did you see right there? What was the mentality that we're gonna no huddle the Maryland eye and we're gonna shove it down your face? Let me hear it, man. Let everybody hear it.
Yep, I think we had the trying to get momentum onto our side, and I think based on personnel, we just wanted to load up the box, and I think that our numbers, based on paper, it looked good. So we just with the no huddle, it prevents Snatches from making adjustments and changing formations. So we definitely wanted to, in a way, ride that momentum and definitely just try to keep that defense on the field just to tire them out and use our big dogs up front just to push them forward.
Yeah, it was dominant and impressive, and thank you for that one. I'm gonna hand you off to Revamp.
Yep.
Hey, good game, Pimp. I mean, anytime you got sausages up against the rope, you played your ass off, and you got to be proud of yourself. But my main question, I didn't really see, did Corum have any update on what was going on with him?
Yeah, no update. I didn't see anything on the ticker. We'll have to check that out after the game and go in the locker room and see how he's doing.
Yeah, that could be tragic right there. I saw him in there, and then all of a sudden Stokes was just finishing out the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe the Maryland no huddle might have fucked that up, but hopefully the injury is not too severe to where he can hopefully come back soon.
Yeah, well, overall, great game. McCarthy, like you said, started off a little slow, but he was throwing absolute rockets out there, looking like, one of the quarterbacks everybody has to keep their eyes on,
Yeah.
absolute stud.
Mhm.
But I don't really have any questions, Pimps. I know you got computer next week, so have fun thrashing the hell out of them.
Yep. Yeah, thank you guys. Good game, sausages, and yeah, thank you guys for calling the game. It was a great call to today's game.
Appreciate it, Pimp.
Well, that's it. Revamp, man, thanks for doing this one. This was a really fucking great game. And, when Danny says, that Fam's one of the most improved, he's not lying,
Yeah.
He showed us fucking that he had this Michigan team dialed in for tonight's matchup. And Oklahoma State, despite getting a quick start early with those first 14 points, and Michigan kind of slowing down right there at the beginning with just 3, they looked dominant in the middle of the game, and took that lead right there and had Oklahoma State on the ropes where they had to get a quick score and a 2-point conversion to clutch up, to pull this one out, get this. I mean, it feels like it would have been an upset had Michigan won, but geez, man, I mean, for a second there, it looked like they had it. Anyways, just want to thank everybody in the NWO, and we appreciate you guys, and thanks, Revamp, man. You guys, everybody have a good one. Enjoy the Super Bowl. We'll see you after the Super Bowl. I think we got a double header and stuff like that on Monday. We even got a game for you lovebirds on Valentine's. Everybody, appreciate you. Yeah, hey, get your KY ready, everybody. I mean,
Rocking the trees up all day long.
anyways, I'm gonna get myself out of here. Thanks, everybody.